When I revisit the films of my youth, I often see more than entertainment. I see young performers carrying responsibilities far heavier than their smiles suggested. That realization changed how I look at Hayley Mills. The Disney years that defined a generation. In 1960, Hayley stepped into American homes through Pollyanna, a role that captured post-war optimism. A year later, she amazed audiences again in The Parent Trap, playing twin sisters with precision that still impresses viewers today. Under the guidance of Walt Disney, she became the embodiment of innocence for millions of families. Her performances were not loud or flashy. They were warm, steady, and emotionally honest. For many Americans now in their later years, those films represent a safer, simpler era of storytelling. Growing up beyond the image. Childhood fame, however, does not pause when the cameras stop. As Hayley matured, she faced the difficult transition from beloved child star to adult actress. Projects like The Family Way signaled her effort to take on more complex roles. Audiences were not always ready to separate the young girl they adored from the woman she was becoming. That tension shaped much of her early adulthood and required resilience that few teenagers are prepared to develop. Private struggles behind public success. Financial complications in early adulthood dramatically reduced the earnings she had built as a child performer. At the same time, she later spoke openly about personal health battles, including an eating disorder and, decades afterward, breast cancer. What stands out to me is not scandal, but endurance. She continued working on stage and screen, quietly rebuilding stability and focusing on family. A legacy of strength and perspective. In 2000, she received the Disney Legends honor, closing a remarkable circle with the studio that launched her career. Today, her story speaks less about childhood stardom and more about survival, dignity, and growth. For those of us who remember her early films, the smile remains unforgettable. Yet the deeper legacy is courage, the steady kind that lasts far beyond the spotlight.